Hello and welcome to episode 4 of EverQuest Next Landmark. In today's episode, we will be focusing on what we currently know about Landmark's itemization. After facts, I'll be doing some speculation based on current industry norms and forum theory crafting. First up, if you're not sure what itemization is, never fear. It's a term used to describe the balance and distribution of items found in-game. Depending on what side you stand, this can be called progression or a treadmill. This is an interesting subject for Landmark as the game's focus is not squarely about progressive gear, but is still integral to the initial experience of gameplay and what will buffer the expectations of new players. And so, what do we know thus far? Let's say you've got yourself into the alpha version of the game. As a new resident of Landmark, you will find yourself in the possession of basic tools with the expectation to craft. To do so, you will acquire resources from the local landscape. Once achieved, you can then craft stations. These will allow you to create your own items at whatever plot of land you deem worthy as your home. Your progressive goal is to make more effective tools and stations, which in turn require both rarer and more numerous ingredients. These tools have different statistics on being forged, both good and bad. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the current state of alpha as of February. Therefore, the content of the game is mostly applied to the other face of Landmark, building. As a side note, those more advanced stations allow you to create props for those buildings. Everything from barrels to floating obelisks. So where does itemization go from here? A great many places actually, which is why I've made this video. First up, gathering and recipes. Wood and plant collection will be transformed and added respectively, creating a new layer of depth to recipes. Take this concept art of what appears to be an alchemy table. It's clear there is a lot more yet to emerge here. That said, this has emerged. Open world and timed, these powerful crafting stations look amazing. This tied in with the new relic system will provide additional depth to the item-based progression, and in a way that seems truly unique. Finally, let's move on to combat and treasure. You kill monsters, you gain loot. This hasn't been specified, I'm just taking a wild stab in the dark. The integration of cave systems will no doubt allow you to find numerous chests within the tunnels below. These two methods in tandem will provide much needed variety to the acquisition of resources. When you place all these together on top of the game's current system, it starts to become fleshed out and challenging. This would now be an opportune moment to address some of the concerns about difficulty represented through the forums. Difficulty is not synonymous with grind. The arguments against reducing resources for the current alpha gen recipes cannot be drawn as evidence for the developers going soft in terms of challenge. We have no way of drawing conclusions about this from the current state of play. We can look into the direction of the team in its future updates, however. If you think it's bad that your lower tiered mining pit costs less now, keep this in mind. You're going to want to craft one of these. There you have it folks, that's my understanding of Landmark's itemization thus far and how it's progressing. I'd like to take some time to thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and if you're feeling very generous, please leave me a comment in the section down below. Thank you and goodbye.